A featherweight bout, Billy Q coming in at -170 against Damon Jackson, who sits at +140. Over under 2.5 rounds, -125 for the over, -105 for the under. Damon Jackson coming off the knockout loss to Dan Ige, and Billy Q coming off the knockout loss to Edson Barbosa. So a couple of guys that are looking to get back on track. Both men 34 years of age. 2-3 in his last 5 for Billy Q. 4-1 in his last 5 for Damon Jackson. He was on quite the run until he got knocked out. Coming in here as a dog to Billy Q. Who you liking?
I like Billy Q here. I know he got that he got knocked out when we were there in Kansas City by Edson Barbosa. Crazy knee that just caught him just right, out cold. But, you know, in his past fights, he's shown that he is such a tough dude. Like, he can take damage from dudes and fight through it and not lose his volume, even when he is getting touched up sometimes, because his volume is tremendous as well. He throws and lands almost 8 significant strikes per minute. He'll mix in some takedowns from time to time, good wrestling, good submission game, which is kind of the same as Damon Jackson minus the volume. Like, Damon Jackson doesn't throw all the volume that Billy Q will, but he does have good wrestling, good takedowns, and a pretty high submission average at 1.8. So we've seen him find subs before. Both guys' takedown defense is under 50%, which is interesting. If this fight does turn into a grappling match and we see a lot of wrestling, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to implement and find the takedowns first, I guess. But if Billy Q is smart, in my opinion, he doesn't even try to mess with going for takedowns. I think he uses his defensive wrestling to try to keep this thing on the feet and just use the volume and pressure that he normally does. And I think he'll do just fine here. I think that pressure breaks people. Damon Jackson coming out and getting knocked out in his last fight. I think if Billy Q just stays on the gas, he's going to wear him down, and I think he could find a late finish.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same. Like, if you're Billy Q, you're clearly going to outpoint him. Like, he averages 7.86 strikes per minute. Damon Jackson, 2.78. He's more of a 1 or 2 punch at a time type guy. Going to look for the right shot to land and probably look for a takedown. For Billy Q, it's kind of like a barrage of punches. And in this one, if it does go to the ground, I think Billy Q's got enough skills to not get subbed. He's never been subbed. And just the activity that he throws at you is tough to handle for Damon Jackson. The way he's been winning fights is to get you down, control you, or submit you. So in this one, I think he won't be able to do that, or at least it'll be really tough for him to do that. So I got to go Billy Q as well.